Hey, what's up? It is Darriea here, and today is Saturday, April 29th. I believe like between noon and 1, but it could honestly be after 1. Not really sure. Where have I been? Good question. As you guys may have noticed, I have not posted a YouTube video in the past couple weeks, and there is a reason for that, sort of, kind of. Last weekend was Undergo, which is a local arts and music festival here in Savannah, Georgia, and I was a participant. I performed and I vended my zines, my posters, my weaving, my secondhand clothing, and all of that great goodness, amazing things. The past couple weeks, and especially last week, I was just really focused on getting everything ready for that big event. So I was making zines, I was folding zines, printing zines, cutting zines, stapling zines, working on my weaving projects, making sure I had my art posters and my stickers and all that great stuff like together, as well as having like all the other kind of more display material like the tablecloth and the streamers and all of the stuff that I feel like makes my booth and my table a lot more pretty and appetizing and inviting. So yeah, I was doing all of that on top of trying to take care of myself in the form of like making food and eating and getting enough rest and journaling and just getting prepared for all of that. It's a big event. It's where I debuted my Good Girl book last year, and so it felt like really amazing to come full circle and not only have Good Girl there at the table, but also, you know, show people what I've been working on in this past year. It's like a good timestamp. Like I had one product last year, and then this go round I had over, I think, 16 different deliverables, as well as the secondhand clothing. So your girl has been working this year. Like, props to me. Sometimes I get really in my head about like, oh, I'm not doing enough, but you know, just being able to look back and be like, wow, look how much you've produced in 365 days. Like, you are really doing your thing, and that's like occurring to me right now. So shouts out to me. Yeah, so I've been doing that on top of working this really big event for the nonprofit that I work with and their marketing. We're having a big event for that next Saturday. So I've just been kind of like trying to balance everything, and unfortunately YouTube has taken a back seat, and it doesn't make me feel great. I have to tell you, I had a conversation with my like inner self, younger child, a couple nights ago, and I was like, hey kid, you're kind of sad. Like, what's going on? And they were like, you haven't filmed in a little minute. You haven't edited in a little minute. You haven't published to YouTube in a little minute, and that's making me upset. So like, I hear you. I heard you. I love you. That's what I'm doing. I'm honoring you. Honestly, doing YouTube is one of my favorite like forms of getting things out there and creation, and I like editing with video. When I make a transition that like just seems so seamless and I edit it and it looks like pew, pew, that just like makes my heart sing. When I like sync a video to music at the like right time, or like what feels like the right time to me, I'm just like, oh girl, you are doing your dang own thing. So on that note, whether it's like a 5-minute video like this one may be, just to keep you all updated with like what's going on with me, I am going to make a point of doing this as like a weekly practice. I was consistent for a little while, and then I fell off for like those 2 weeks, which honestly is a pattern. I think the first few videos I posted, like 2 were like in a row, and then I skipped a week, and then I did 2 more in a row, and then I skipped a week. So honestly, maybe this is the pattern, but I do want to get to weekly. But yeah, yesterday I posted a blog post to my website, which has been a long time coming, y'all. I don't know what type of like what I was dealing with to make this blog post, I'm putting on lotion, to make this blog post like take a long time. I don't know if it's just like perfectionism or imposter syndrome, but I've just been like having all of these blog post ideas in my head and then kind of like lagging on them. And again, just kind of like how I did the YouTube video, like for me it's just starting, and once I think do that first one, I find like a little groove for myself. So you guys can look forward to more blog posts as well as more YouTube videos. One thing that I know that I was kind of dealing with the blog post was voice, and trying to determine like pay attention to who my audience was and like how I wanted to sound in the text, right? So I come from a background that's very like, my audience is typically like HR managers or like business owners who want to hire me, or sometimes I think I'm writing for like my freaking teachers from college and high school and all that great stuff. So I feel like I have to put on this like more like professional voice in a way, but ultimately I want my blog, I want all of my content to sound like me and just and be me, not who I think other people want. So I was very okay with using like hashtag this, and I do this thing sometimes in my writing where I'm like for instance, one example is I say like, oh, April is almost done, which by the way, rude, because where did the time go? And for where did the time go, I like didn't use any spaces. It was just like, that's like literally like how I thought of it, like where did the time go? Yeah, so that's just kind of how I've been writing, and I'm fine with using that voice. I first started writing like that with one of my Brooklyn Writers Collective classes. I think for one of the like writing exercises and prompts that they had us respond to, the prompt was something like a heroic journey? No. I think, yeah, like write about a heroic journey, because I ended up writing about how I really wanted to get these like Steve Madden boots, and my funds were running low, and I had to like kind of negotiate like what I was spending time on. Maybe I'll share it on the blog. I'm just like, my mom is gonna get like, I don't know if she's gonna get like secondhand embarrassment or if she's just gonna ignore it or like whatever, but as I've been like putting content out, like my mom already knows what's up. Like my mom already knows like what I've been writing about, and how like transparent I'm being in my writing. And right now, I mean, so far so good. Like there hasn't been any like, oh my god moments, you know? So on that end, I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. Today I am going to a music festival, but I'm also canvassing for this work. Now I picked up scissors. I'm also canvassing for this workshop that I have next Sunday. It's called Bloom, and it is a meditation and zine workshop, manifestation and zine workshop. We're gonna be doing all of those great things. Let me put these down. The blog post that I made and published yesterday, I shared with my audience my spring bucket list, which is something that I used to do in high school a lot. And I would just like write down, like, it's kind of like a goal sheet, kind of like just writing down all the things that I want to do for that season. And so I want to help other people kind of like make a spring/summer bucket list, and then also just make it into a zine. So again, they can always have it in their pocket and refer to it at their will. And I think it's just going to be a really great art practice. We're going to use collage, we're going to use meditation, and we're going to use free write, which is another concept that I learned with the Brooklyn Writers Collective, like the free write, stream of consciousness exercises. So I'm passing that information along because that really helped me in my writing. Also, journaling has helped me in my writing, because like when I'm journaling, you know, that's for me. So I'm just like speaking my voice, and that has helped me get stronger in my voice even when I'm like outward facing writing. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're gonna canvas, put up those posters for that, put up those flyers, and then we're going to enjoy this music festival that my friends are performing at. And then I don't know what else we're gonna do, but we're gonna have a good time while we're doing it. So let me release you back into your day and enjoy what I have planned for today. And on that note, lovelies, I will see you later.